return, so it'll come out to the 30. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On 3rd down, Barkley. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with a first touchdown of this. And a long one at that. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action now, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Milton Williams there on the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the one here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Throwing is Hurts, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like with the run.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell, 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back. All game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a 1-score game as the lead holds at 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
So they look like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Prescott from the gun. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Get off the field.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Hurts. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Prescott rolling to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. The Cowboys will go. Prescott flushed out right.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, Brown, a nice catch.
And he won't get any further as he's taken down right there at the 24. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
A.J. Brown
high in the air to bring it in.
And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
But first down, Hurts.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now They're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott now on 2nd down.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle. 3rd and 9 here.
Throwing, Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Well, here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter. But they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to
respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4, they've got to start looking at things in a different way.
Brought down on the play by Deron Bland. Now 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books.
It's the Eagles with the early lead. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Prescott on 1st down. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on?
And now off to the races down the right side. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
67 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's to Goddard. What a grab.
There he goes left side. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball down.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Prescott.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this one will be brought back to the 20.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Eagles are starting to open